Hi everyone, this is Mathieu Kadar, and I'm the ghost face in the opening scene in Scream 6. And yes, I'm the one who kills Samara Weaving, and you're watching Craven Something Scary.
Well, good evening, or I should say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Guys, this is a very unusual event, I guess you call it today, because as you guys know, I rarely ever stream before 6 or 7 p.m. But, I got to thinking, I need to do an early stream today to end the month. The final stream for June. Can you believe that? And I'm like, I got a lot of friends, a lot of subscribers, a lot of you here in the community that live across the globe. And you don't often get to watch streams live. You have to go back and watch a replay because it's just too darn late in your where you live. So guys, today this is for you. For all of the well, it's for everybody, but this is really for you guys who don't always get the chance to see me live because of the drastic time difference. Okay. So I hope you enjoy it. And I hope that you guys have a great time. We're just going to hang out for about an hour. It's not going to be crazy long. It's just going to be about an hour. Got to hydrate. We're going to stay about an hour. We're going to talk Scream 7. And honestly, any Scream related talk. If you want to talk about Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, any of it. Sorry, guys, my eyes have been bugging me. All of it's in play. All right, all of it's in play. So go ahead and definitely send those questions and comments in. And of course, super chats always go to the front of the line. You guys know that. And when you send a super chat, not only do you move ahead, but you also help the channel a great deal. Okay. Your support means a lot. So I really appreciate it for those of you guys that are able to do so. Much appreciated. And before I see a super chats come through, hang on tight. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do is before I get into theories and comments, let's see who's here. All right. So we've got RJ in the house. What's up, man? It's a stormy afternoon. Just talk Scream 7. Absolutely. Always imagine Ghostface in a summer camp slasher. You never know. You just never know where they may take our protagonist. Could be a camp sometime. And hey, Johnny, there you go. See, I like to see that. First stream I've able to been on before midnight. See, that right there, Johnny, is what I was hoping for. Glad you're here, buddy. Hey, Ryan. Hello, Gene. Stabby Stabby is in the house. Paulo's in the house. Good to see you, DJ. Plays favorites. Always good to see you. Let's Scare Tiffany to Death is in the house. It's almost perfect timing. There you go. Glad, man. So glad that you're here. Travis Dale again. Hello to Travis. Carter Knows All. Good afternoon to you. Stabby 97 says happy Monday, Craven. Happy Monday to you as well. Russell Dorsey in the house. What's up, Russell? Billy the Puppet says, just wanted to say hello, everyone. Have a great stream. Thanks, Billy. I know it's a work day, school day. Well, not really school day anymore, unless you're taking summer classes, but it's a different, it's not an easy time if you're working an 8 to 5, 9 to 5 kind of job. But Billy the Puppet stepping in, and I'm glad you're here to say hello. Jason is also here. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having an awesome afternoon as well. All right, I believe that's everyone in the chat that has typed a message. So let's get to the first super chat of the day. As you move to the front of the line, as you guys know, always guaranteed to move to the front. Man, you know what I wish I had? I wish I had a mint. You know what I'm talking about? Like an Altoids mint or yeah, even a cough drop, honestly, would be nice right now. Just something to kind of keep the juices flowing as I'm talking, man, not drying my throat out. But anyway, it is what it is, right? I got my ice water, my trusty ice water. Johnny says this is in honor of the first stream I can watch before midnight. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, Craven. You're very welcome. Are you going to watch? I think that's what you meant there. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I am definitely going to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's probably my favorite, it's not my favorite, I should say. The next most anticipated, I guess you'd say, horror movie for me is I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think there's so much potential there. You know, not only are they bringing back Freddie and Jennifer, but I think that there's going to be a really good twist to this movie. I can't put my finger on why, other than to say I really like what the director is saying about I Know What You Did Last Summer. You know, using nautical based weapons, which, expanding the library of weapons for the Hook Man. So that's fun. So I think we're going to see different kills, different weapons, new kills. And I have to believe, look, guys, I could be wrong on this, but I really do believe that we're going to see a twist in this movie that we have not seen before. All right. I just anticipate that. I think they're not going to do the same thing that they did in the first one. I really don't. I think we're going to see something new, something original. Obviously, it's going to be familiar. They're following the same the same kind of storyline. But I do believe we're going to see some new stuff. So, Johnny, yes. And what do you think, Johnny? Tell me your thoughts in the chat. Are you looking forward to seeing it? Are you anticipating like some new, a breath of fresh air, if you will, in this movie? As well as like I am, or are you thinking it may just be, meh? What are you thinking? I'm excited. Johnny, thanks for your super chat to keep things off. That really does help the channel, and I really appreciate it. Anytime you guys are able to do that, you make an impact on the channel to helps it grow, allows me to get resources for the channel. And it's a big deal. So thank you for that, Johnny. All right, Johnny, for you, we're going to play a super chat clip. Let's see what we got here. How about, I've talked about this many times before about work safety. Work safety is a big deal. Whether your job is in a corporate office or if it's in a factory, whatever it is, for anywhere in between, job safety is very, very important, because if you don't pay attention to the details at work, crazy and terrible things could happen, like this. Terrible outcome. So, yeah, guys, you gotta be safe at work. You gotta be safe at work. Hey, what's up, Solar Guy? Glad you could join the stream. It's a very rare afternoon stream here at the channel, and so I hope you guys enjoy that early stream time. I'm having a good time. We're just getting started. All right, so let's see. We got some more super chats, guys, and I promise you, first, you guys go first. So let's go. Hey, let's scare Tiffany to death with a $3 super channel charge for the chat. Wow, a $3 super chat for the channel. Thank you so much. Says, think the opening scene will be epic. Can't wait. I do too. For Scream 7. I do too. And I'm telling you what, I really, really hope that we're going to get a flashback scene, guys, to Maureen Prescott that started everything. I want to see it, guys. I want to see a flashback to 1996 or 1995, whichever they do, doesn't matter to me. I just would love to see that. And I was talking about this the other day. I'm like, can you imagine, guys? We're starting the movie, opening, Spyglass, all that gets off the screen, and then it gets to the film, and we see it nighttime, and we see a car or a vehicle of some type driving down this long driveway, and all of a sudden, underneath it, or at the bottom of the screen, it says 1995. Oh my gosh, or 1996, either one, doesn't matter. Immediately, right then and there, we all know this is going back to Maureen Prescott. And tell me in the chat, do you guys want to see a Maureen Prescott opening kill, that we can finally see how it went down? Not to see all the details, but just to see how it went down, see Roman's involvement with Scream 1, and maybe we see him talking to Billy and Stu, whatever the case is, right? I want to know. I want to know some new information. So tell me what you guys think. I think Let's Scare Tiffany, I think it's going to also be epic. Even if it's not a flashback to Maureen, I still am very optimistic that it's going to be a great opening. So fingers crossed, guys. That's my hope, that's what we're going to get. So let me know in the chat. What do you think? Do you like the Maureen Prescott murder? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? Let me know. Keep me posted. And I'll get back to the chat in just a minute to see what you guys think about that idea. All right. So Let's Scare Tiffany, you get a super chat clip for sending in a super chat as well. And, look, carrying on the theme here of work safety, I think it's important to remember all the details. Don't take shortcuts, because this guy took a shortcut, and if you do, this could happen to you.
I just figured I could reach over, make the measurement, and I'd be done with the job. I knew better than to wear my gloves when I was operating a lathe. I knew better than to calibrate while the lathe was running. It was a stupid mistake, and it's one I'll be paying for the rest of my life.
Wow, that looks painful. So guys, be careful. Whatever your job is, be careful. You don't want to have your arm ripped off into a machine. Please don't do that. Thank you so much. Let's Scare Tiffany. And Let's Scare Tiffany. I'm dead. I love it. Good. I'm glad you got a kick out of that clip. It's one of my OG clips, actually. And I have to keep it around. I can never get rid of it. It's just too good. Glad you enjoyed it. All right, guys. We got a couple more super chats. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all for being generous today. I really appreciate it. And it's the last day of the month, and this is it. It's all over after today. We can start a new month tomorrow. And you guys are being so generous for your super chats, and I really appreciate it. I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I really mean it. I'm not being cheesy. I'm being very sincere. It means so much that you can send a super chat, whatever the amount is. I just want you to know you make a difference. That's all. It's the only reason I'm saying it. You make a difference. So thank you. And speaking of super chats, Johnny's back again with a $2 super chat. Johnny, thank you, buddy. Have you ever attended a Comic-Con, and who did you meet? That's a great question. And I'm going to shock you guys probably. I've never attended a Comic-Con. And I know that's insane, right? Like, there's one coming up here in my city of Houston next month in August. And my buddy Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface, we're friends, and he's going to be there. And I was chatting with him. I'm like, man, I'm sorry I can't make it there because of health reasons. All right. I've got a lot going on health-wise. I won't get into it, but I'm going through a lot of health things. So one of the things I'm going through does not allow me to travel and get out. So I have to stay inside. So I'm going to miss that. And not been able to do one, but I'm going to. When my health allows, I will go to. I'll start going to Comic-Cons left and right that I can go to, like Texas. Anything in Texas, I'll try to hit. And it's funny because so many people I know that go to these Comic-Cons. Matthew Coder, you guys saw the opening. Him, Lynn McCree, Lee Waddell, Alan Robinson, Jeff Brockton. I mean, the list goes on. I could go on and on. Everybody. I mean, I even have a relationship with Sitcom Marketing. And all they do is book people for conventions. I'm their exclusive YouTube channel interviewer for all their clients. And it's really cool. But I've never been able to go. So I am excited, Johnny, for the day that I will be able to go myself. And that's going to be an awesome day. But I've had relatives and friends go for me to Houston 2 times. And that's how I met, not met, but that's how I got my autographed Scream items from Lee Waddell, and also got my autographed Scream items from Matt Berman, who was the stunt coordinator of Urban Legend. Remember Urban Legend? Was a great movie. He was a stunt coordinator, and he played the killer. He was the killer in the heavy jacket, the overcoat with the axe. And he was at a Houston convention. So I was able to get an autographed item from him. So that was really cool. Anyway, guys, I digress. But thank you, Johnny, for the super chat. I really do appreciate it, buddy. And Russell Dorsey coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Says, I think I Know What You Did Last Summer will be a fun movie. I still want Jill to return in Scream 7. or 8 working with Stu. Ooh, wouldn't that be awesome? Yes, it would, Russell. I'm glad you're looking forward to Let You Know What You Does Summer. I think it'll be fun as well. And yes, having Jill come back, there's definitely a window there that she could return. I know there was a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors that she might make it back in 7 in some capacity. We don't know what, obviously, with any of these people, but we'll see about that. But yeah, if Jill and Stu were working together, imagine if Stu recruited Jill. Even though Jill had a solid motive being the cousin of Sidney Prescott, I'm just saying, if Stu was involved, could have been coaching Jill and Charlie for Scream 4. That would be interesting. I would like to see that. I'd like to see if that happened. Like, how did Jill recover? Get out of the hospital, all those things. That'd be great to see. Excuse me. That would be very good to see. So I'm with you, Russell. Excuse me. My goodness. Fingers crossed that we're going to get that. And I also think I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to definitely be a fun movie. Yeah, for sure. All right. So, want to say hi to Paula? Paula has joined the chat. Good to see you, my friend. JJ as well is here. All right. Want to make sure I see everybody. Yep. All right. Very good. So, Russell, for your super chat, let's do a little stew train clip. It seems appropriate. I think so. So here we go. For everybody who's on the stew train, get it up. If you're not on the stew train, why not? What are you doing? You should join us. And if you're a channel member, you have special emojis. You can do your stew emoji as we celebrate the return of Stu Macher.
Hi, it's Nancy Ann Ritter, the girl in bathroom from Scream, and I am on the stew train. Stew, stew!
Hello, listener. This is Mike Vaughn, and you're on the stew train.
Absolutely. There you go. Let's get that stew train rolling. I'm the conductor of the stew train. It's always ready to roll. Thank you, Russell, for your support, my friend, of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And JJ sending in a $2 super chat to help out the channel. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate you. Says, will Scream 8 have Sidney return to Woodsboro? Oh, boy. It seems to me that it almost feels like there's going to be a return to Woodsboro. I feel that way. I think there is. Is it going to be Scream 8? Possibly, because they have announced that Sidney's going to be the focus of Scream 8. So we're going to have really a so we'll say this 3 times. A Sidney-centric story. Woo! And Scream 7, of course. And Scream 8. So, hey, listen, guys, anything's possible. And I'll tell you one thing. I'll say this. If they do bring back Stu as a living character, which they better, they've been teasing it for 2 movies now. And if they do that, here's what I want to see, JJ. I want to see a cliffhanger ending for Scream 7 that reveals Stu Macher is alive at the very end, so that we have an entire year to just get theories and just think about what could be coming with Stu Macher in the next year, especially knowing that Sydney's in it. So here's my point. If they bring back Stu Macher as a living character and he is not killed in 7, if Sydney doesn't kill him in 7, we need to have that return to Woodsboro in Scream 8, and Stu Macher will be the person to ensure Sydney goes back to Woodsboro. So I believe the best chance, JJ, for us to get back to Woodsboro with Sydney and the group in Scream 8 is going to be Stu Macher living. If Stu Macher dies in Scream 7, if they decide to kill him at the end, Sydney gets her final victory. I don't know. Now it becomes a little bit harder for me to get her back to Woodsboro. But as long as Stu is alive and out there, I believe there's always a chance to get back to Woodsboro. I've even heard rumors. Again, rumors, guys, this is not, just take this with a very long 10-foot pole with a box of salt. But there's rumors out there that they will maybe be bringing Sydney back to Woodsboro in 7 at the end for the finale. I just don't think so, because they primarily shot this entire movie, not including sound stages, in Dallas, Georgia, the town of Pine Grove. And so I just do not see because I had a friend that was on location. Remember, you guys may or not know, he was on location where they were shooting it, and he was there watching some stuff and got a lot of great pictures for me. But it was all Pine Grove. It's no Woodsboro. And if you're going to go back to Woodsboro, they would have had to have done it in a soundstage. And I just don't believe they're doing that in 7. It's too much. But Scream 8, JJ, if it's going to happen, I believe it would be Scream 8 for sure. So thank you for your super chat, my friend. And for your super chat, I love music. I'm a big music guy. I don't know if you guys are music guys. I know Super Tenor. I think Super Tenor's here. Super Tenor, welcome. I know Super Tenor is really into music. What's up, Ken? Ken Kreider in the house says, Craven, you're the man. Oh, man, I appreciate that. I'll say you're the man, though. You're the man. Good to see you. Chocolate Ice is also joined us. That's great. Fantastic. I'm so glad you guys are all here and hanging out with me on a Monday afternoon. But, I'm a music guy, all right? So I think it's only appropriate that we play a little bit of music, guys. So let's do that right now. Let's play a little bit of heavy metal. I think I'm in a metal mood. And let's see what these folks do for you, if they get you in the mood to rock out or not. Here we go.
Do you feel that?
Wow! Wow!
Wow. There you go. That'll get you in a metal mood, huh? Woo, boy. There you go, JJ. That is your clip. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate your support. It means a lot. It really does. I'm glad you guys enjoying it. Johnny. Let's scare our Tiffany's laughing. I love it. Okay, all right. Super Tenor, great pun. I love it. It says, I'm disturbed now. That's a great play. Good pun. Good job, my man. You good job. And Russell's getting a kick out of it too. It's awesome, guys. All right. All right. So let's see here. We have we got a channel anniversary, guys. Super Tenor celebrating 15 months as a channel member. Thank you so much, Super Tenor. It means so much, man. Your faithful support every single month. And I really appreciate it, buddy. Happy anniversary to you, Super Tenor. All right. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. And by the way, I rarely talk about this. Like, I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was like, I don't ever talk about memberships. It's like, I mean, I really don't ever do it when I'm live. It's very rare. So, if you would like to have your name in green, as you see with Super Tenor right here on his latest comment, and JJ, who has his name in green as well, and RJ, that's because they are channel members, guys. They are members. They are official Cravenites. And I'm going to pitch my channel membership. I never do this. So listen, guys, if you would like to become a channel member, you can do it right now. So all you have to do, if you're on a PC, laptop, tablet, or desktop, or any of the above, all the above, I guess all that outside of a phone, or if you have an Android, all you got to do, look, run your phones, do it for me right now. Let's just humor me. Look at your phone, look at your laptop, your computer screen, wherever you got, and you see where it says subscribe right now on the video or the stream. Right next to subscribe, you see a button that says join. All you got to do is hit it, smash that join button, and you've got like 5 membership tiers to choose from. And each tier that you advance up, you get more perks. And they go all the way up to the top tier where you get to appear on a panel live with me right on this stream. Once a month, you get to have a live stream panel with me. That's the grand one. That's the Craven Cut level. But there's levels all in between. So humor me, guys, as I only do this once in a great while. I would love for you to become a channel member. If you want to help channel support the channel in a monthly basis outside of like super chats, you can do it that way. And it just automatically, bam, just like Super Tenor celebrated 15 months, you can do the same thing by becoming a channel member. So if you do become a member while we're live, I will get a notification and I will celebrate your membership live with you in real time. So at least go check it out. That's all I'm asking. Go check it out. If it doesn't look good for you or fit for you, it's okay. But go check out the join button and look at the benefits and perks. And I think you'll find one that you'll like. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Okay, guys. We got another super chat. Hey, here we go. Thank you, Kelly. Sending $5 to help out the channel. I appreciate it. And Kelly says, I really feel like Roman was in the OG in the school bathroom stall, okay, in the woods and store, and hanging Casey and Hembry. Had to be a 2 to 3 people job. So yes, Kelly, you make some excellent points here. I also agree that Roman was in the one in costume in the store, in the bushes at Casey's house. That was him, keeping an eye on things, just lurking over, being there. The bathroom stall is an interesting one. Now, it could be Roman. All right, I'm going to say that. It could be Roman. However, I do believe in this case for the bathroom stall, because the ghost face in that scene did not have a knife. And of course, Roman obviously wasn't going to be the one to kill Sydney, right? So it would make sense if that was Roman that just did not take a knife. His intention wasn't to kill her. It was cat and mouse to keep scaring her. That could be. However, the only thing that makes me think it's not Roman, because right after that scene, we see Principal Hembry with those two kids, and he has the ghost face mask. Remember, and he cuts them with the largest scissors known to man. And I do believe that that was one of the pranksters that was in that scene that got the scissors with the masks cut up. However, I cannot rule out Roman. It's possible. But just for me personally, just my personal view on it, I think it was one of the kids. But I do think it was Roman in the woods in the store. And I think it's interesting about hanging Casey and Hembry. I always have thought majority of the time that that was Billy and Stu together. Because I think, because you think about it, right? Especially for the Casey murder, there has to be one of them on the phone while the other does the actual physical running and killing. Because there's no way that Ghostface can talk that calmly without being out of breath from running. You would hear that in his voice. But when we hear Ghostface talk and Kate with Casey Becker, they never change their tone. They're very calm. They're very straightforward. So what I've always believed is that Billy was on the phone with Casey, and that Stu is the one who killed Stephen Orth and ultimately killed Casey, and that Casey and Billy both hung Casey from the tree. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much, guys. So sorry about that. But yeah, I really do believe I always have thought about that. But Roman could have easily been there to help out the to help out sorry guys, to help out the hanging of Casey and Hembry too, definitely. Because if you think about it, Stu Mocker had to get back to his house, remember? Because he was getting ready for the party. So when Hembry was killed, I think that was probably Billy, and it was Roman who helped Billy hang Principal Hembry from the goalpost. That just makes sense. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, Kelly. For your super chat clip today, we're going to stick with the metal theme, and let's see what those two have in store for us again. Here we go.
Oh, wake up! Grab rice, put a little makeup. Hot stars fade away the shaker. White leaf keep on the table. Create another fable. Grab rice, put a little makeup. Hot stars fade away the shaker. White leaf keeps on the table. I don't think you, girl.
Wow. There you go. Another case of the heavy metals. All right, Kelly, thank you again. I really appreciate that support, and I agree. And Johnny coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Johnny. Says, if you could have one secondary character, not a main character, return alive from Scream 1, 2, 3, and 4. Who would it be for you, Craven? Would be an interesting poll. That would be an interesting poll. In fact, while I think about that, I'm going to set up a poll right now. All right, so give me a second here. All right. If you could bring back, I'm going to type it out there. So that way it's not silence. Silence is no fun. All right, if you could bring back a secondary character from Scream 1 through 4. Who would it be? And actually a poll really isn't going to work because I just realized a poll is a yes or no. So that's not going to work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a poll in the chat. That's all. We'll do a poll in the chat. So everybody in the chat, just let us know any characters that you would like to bring back that was not a main character. Start putting those in the chat, and I'll go through the chat here in a second and see what you guys said after I tell you mine. Hey, Keon, just want to say hi to Keon is here. Good to see you. Bobby's Breakdown just showed up as well. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Great to see you, man. I'm doing a very, very rare mid-afternoon stream, and so I love the turnout. I appreciate you guys being here. So yeah, let me know in the chat. You guys are starting to answer already, and I appreciate that. So Johnny, for me, one character, Return Alive. You know, I think, and this may be too easy a one, but I'm going to go with Joel, the cameraman from Scream 2. I've always wanted to see him back. I really have. He was the comic relief for Scream 2, and he was really he was very charismatic, very fun to watch, and I just really think he was a great character. And so, I would bring Joel. That's mine. That's mine. Let me see real quick who in the chat has said their answers. Johnny says the sheriff. Oh, Sheriff Burke. Yeah, man, Sheriff Burke from Scream 1. He was an interesting character. Yeah, he was. Keon says Joel. There you go. We're thinking the same thing. Russell said Sydney's dad. That would be a good one. Kelly wants Hank Loomis back. Oh, okay. You could do some stuff with Hank Loomis. You sure could. Awesome. All right. Well, Johnny, for your super chat, we're gonna get away from music. Oh, you know what? Heck, let's stick with music. Let's do this. Let's do it. But this isn't heavy metal. We're gonna go with an acoustic vibe. So see what you guys think about this. Here we go. Very original. Wow. Keon said. I mean, I'll say this for the fella. All right, it's not my cup of tea, but the guy's original. Okay, he's got some originality. He's unique. He's unique. I think we could all agree he's got a unique flair. Now, whether it's yours or flair or not, that's another story. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's get back. Thanks, Johnny, for the super chat. All right, let's see here. Let's get to the chat. Ryan coming in with a great question says, how do you think they'll utilize Dewey in Scream 7? Well, it's another great question that all these characters, it's such a mystery what they're going to do with these returning characters. Dewey, look, man, with Dewey back, it seems to me, in fact, when I heard Dewey was back, it almost clinched the deal in my mind that we are getting a throwback to Maureen's death. And maybe we see Dewey, you know, on the scene. You know, Dewey was there after the murders Maureen happened. We see Dewey rolling up, something like that, to the scene. You know, I thought that would be an interesting way to use Dewey. Of course, we just don't know, right? It's so difficult to. I think Dewey is probably, for me, the most difficult one to peg down with a good theory. I think the Maureen death would make sense. But what else? You got Roman, Scream 3 timeline. We could definitely learn new information about the Scream 3 timeline. But how does Dewey play into that, right? Like, I don't see Dewey playing into that. So it's a very good question. And it's one that I've thought a lot about. And, you know, we're going to have to wait and see, man. Obviously, I hate. But listen, I'm going to continue to think about that. But my guess right now, I'll give you my best guess. It's a flashback scene to Maureen's death. And he's going to be on scene. That's my best guess right now. Yep. All right. Let's see. What else have we got? What else are you guys bringing out to this conversation tonight? All right. Apollo earlier gave a great question. He said, I'm curious as to why Kevin Williamson hasn't written the actual script since part 3. Well, remember, Apollo, Kevin did write the Scream 4 script. So the last script Kevin wrote was 4. Obviously now with 5 and 6, they all new people, radio silence, you know. They brought in Guy Busick, who they had worked with before, who wrote Ready or Not. So it made sense that they brought in people that they're comfortable with. However, with Scream 7, they already had contracted Guy Busick to write the script. So that's done. But I think Kevin Williamson I really think Kevin Williamson has changed the script where it was needed to be changed. Just think about it. Kevin's had a whole year with that script to work on it, to add and take away. So I think Kevin has probably redlined a bunch of stuff, and for all intents and purposes, I think Kevin has fixed the script to where it's going to flow. I think Scream 7 is going to have very much a pace and flow that we saw in Wes Craven's Scream trilogy and Scream 4. It's going to have that feel, that pace, and most importantly, well, no, those are very important, so I'll leave that. But just as importantly, I think whatever Kevin did to the script, I believe he's gonna help the character development, and that's one of the number ones. There's a few, but it's very important to character development. We missed it. 5 had no character development at all. It was just, here's these new people, and then they're dead. That's it. Scream 6, it tried a little bit more, in my opinion. They tried a little harder to get the character development, but it's still, to me, it was lacking. So I think that's what Kevin is going to bring to Scream 7. We're going to get to know these people a little bit, and we're going to care about them. That's right, Keon. Hashtag We Trust Kevin. That's it. Sums it up right there. But yeah, it's a great point that you brought up, Paulo. I appreciate that. It was a good one. All right, guys, listen, we're going to be wrapping up the stream here in about 6 minutes or so, 6-7 minutes. So I'll go a little bit longer here. But just want to mention, if you do want to send in any more super chats today, it's your call. Of course, it's totally up to you. I understand if you can or are not able to. But if you want to, we're winding down. This is it's the fourth quarter. We're at the 2-minute warning pretty much. So just want to let you guys know where we're at in the stream. All right. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. Make sure I got all the super chats. I think I have. Yeah. Okay. All right. So guys, let me ask y'all this. And Scream 7, okay? Look, we all have a want list. I've got a want list very long of things that I want to see, from most important to the least important in my book, right? Like what I want to see. But here's what I want to know from you in the chat. I would like to know, what is your number one thing that you want to see in Scream 7? And I hope you'll all answer. Just tell me your number one. That is it. Number one thing above all you want to see happen in Scream 7. So start putting that in the chat for me right now. And Kelly says, I think we need Hank and Cotton back, as they can shed light on a lot that isn't known about Maureen. That's true. Also, maybe we see Roman being shunned by Maureen as well. See, wouldn't that be great? Kelly, I liked, especially like the last part. And I agree with you, though, on everything. Look, you guys imagine that, Roman's following Maureen, and he follows her to a motel where she goes to meet Hank and or Cotton, either one. She was sleeping with both, we know. And as she comes out to leave and Hank leaves or Cotton leaves, he runs over there to Maureen in her car, right? He says, hey, and he says who he is. I'm Roman Bridger, aka I tracked down Rena Reynolds, and I'm your son. Or something like that, right? That would be amazing. First of all, my very good friend Lynn McCree, it would just be incredible to see her back as Maureen Prescott. So number one, I want that to happen regardless, because I want to see my friend back in Scream. But I think it would be really cool to see that confrontation between Roman and Maureen, and seeing Maureen just totally tell him, you're dead to me. Rena's dead. You're dead. That's it. And yeah, it would be really amazing. So Kelly, I like it. And real quick, we got a super chat. So guys, keep answering with the number one thing that you want in Scream 7, okay? Because I want to get back to you guys here after this super chat from Johnny. Thanks, Johnny, for your generous support today. $5 super chat. It says, what streams are planned this week? Yes, some amazing guests like Sister Pam Knight, Horror, yep, and Destin. Thank you so much, Craven. Made my week better. Oh, Johnny, listen, man. That means everything to me, because I do these streams really for you guys, because I want you to have a good time. I want you to have great community fellowship, and I enjoy conversing with you guys so much. I always look forward to streaming so that we can all be together again. I really love that time. So right now I'm streaming on Wednesday night at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, as we wrap up Bloody Summer Fest. Remember Bloody Summer Fest? So I'll be doing that. I'll be streaming next Saturday, and I'm really hoping to get another stream in this week. Actually, I'm going to, because I owe you guys a stream from a reward challenge you won last week. So I will probably be streaming on either Wednesday night or Thursday night to give you guys. Well, Wednesday night I already said I'm streaming. But I might stream again on Thursday night this week, so that I can do good, pay back for your what you guys earned on that stream when we had the instant super chat. So Johnny, my plans now: Wednesday night 7:30 Central, Thursday night probably like 6:30 Central, maybe 6 o'clock even. I haven't set it up, so stay tuned. Notifications turned on, so that way you'll get the notification once it's set up. So that's my plan. I'm so glad that it made your week better. That's amazing. That means the world to me, man. So thank you so much. All right. And hey, Oliver is back with a $5 super chat. Oliver, thank you, man. Appreciate your super chat. Says the number one thing I want to see is a lot of flashbacks to connect all the movies together. Take a page from Saw and connect. It's me, Oliver, by the way. Yes, I got you. I got you now, Oliver. I got you, buddy. When I see Billy the Puppet, I know exactly who it is. Hey, real quick, Gina's here. My Chunky Jordy's in the house. Good to see you. And Riley Rage is here. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. Great to see you. So, Oliver, I think that's great. And I love it. I love the idea. Yeah, let's connect as much as we can to these prior movies. Would be phenomenal. Especially knowing that we're bringing back these legacy characters, man. Dewey's back, right? Just Dewey alone could connect us to so much stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. I want to see it too, Oliver. So thank you so much, man, for your super chat and your support of the channel. I appreciate it, as well as being a faithful member. Much appreciated. And, for your super chat, Oliver, there's a lot of folks out there who are, they're single. They're looking to mingle, looking around, maybe on some dating apps, meeting people at church or at work or through whatever. There's all kinds of ways to meet people. But I have some possibilities out there. I got some ladies that would absolutely love to meet eligible singles. So here we go, guys. See if one of these ladies floats your boat.
Hi, I'm Linda. Well, when I'm not using my doctor and pharmacy to troubleshoot a large healthcare computer system, I'm over at the gym pumping iron or driving my black Porsche with the wind blowing through my hair and singing along with Anita Baker's Rapture of Love.
I guess you could say I'm an Oreo cookie freak. I have an Oreo cookie jar, Oreo salt and pepper shakers. I like to collect anything with an Oreo on it. And I love to eat double stuffed ones. They're the best.
Hey, there you go. I mean, what are you going to do? Everybody's got their preferences, right? So very good. Appreciate the super chat. I seriously do, man. It helps a lot. It helps out a lot. A lot. That's right. The original Tinder. Oh gosh. Before there was Tinder, there was video dating. That's right. Video dating. All right. Johnny's coming in with a $2 super chat. Again, thank you, Johnny. One vote for a Friday stream, but whatever suits you. Okay, man. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Fridays are typically, let's just say, challenging days for me, which is why you guys normally don't ever see me on a Friday. But having said that, every day is unique, right? Every day is a new day. So, Johnny, I'll keep Friday in mind if I'm able to possibly do that. Then if the stars align, as they say, I could do a Friday stream. But either way, I'm doing another stream. It'll be Thursday, most likely, but Friday's a possibility. Stay tuned. Thanks, Johnny. And look here, my Chunky Jordy celebrating our channel membership, being a Cravenite for 25 months. Wow, over 2 years, guys, that Gina has been a faithful supporter of them every single month. Gina, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Means a lot. And you and Ziggy are truly helping this channel grow and continue to do new things. And she says, time flies when you're having fun. It does. It does not feel like over 2 years. No, it just does not. Amazing how time flies. Thank you so much for your generosity to stay faithful and continue supporting this channel every month. I mean, it's incredible. I really, really appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I did not. Last question, then I'm going to call it a stream. Is Riley Rage says, do you think there'll be any mention of Maureen in Scream 7? Well, I do, because I currently think that we talked about it a little bit earlier, Riley, before you make it. So be sure you watch the replay. We talked about Maureen quite a bit. I'll just say it short for now, and you can dig in later when you rewatch it. But I will say this. I do believe we're going to get Maureen. I really think, I'm hoping that we're going to get Maureen in the opening kill, and we're going to get some new information. So, yes, I think there will be a Maureen mention of her. I think it's going to be even more than that. I think we're going to see a lot regarding her being killed and new information. So, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, guys, how it is. We never know what they're going to do in these studios and how they write these movies. But we can hope. We can certainly hope. We can certainly continue to theorize about what we want to see. And that's what I'm going to keep doing here on Craving Something Scary with all of you guys and gals out there in the chat. We're going to do it again very soon. Don't forget, Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central, I am back here for the finale of Bloody Summer Fest. Make sure you're here for that. Don't miss it. There's going to be some amazing prize giveaways. You don't want to miss it. 7:30 p.m. Central. All right, guys. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Thank you for being here. This was so much fun. And thank you for all who were able to donate tonight to the channel. You guys, I really appreciate it. Until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Bye.